What's up guys, Putty here and welcome back for another episode of Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. This is The Clash. There's been a lot of changes to our roster policy in between episodes, including a few releases. So let me just have a look. There's a couple of guys, Brent Hill, Citizen X, Cameron Jones and George Wolf are all on their last appearance. I negotiated that. That's something you can do. I should probably show you that. If you want to get rid of someone, you don't want to fire them, or you can't for some reason, go to renegotiate a paper appearance contract and just put one more appearance left on their deal. And they'll go without too much fuss. The reason why you'd want to do that instead of just firing them, because firing them doesn't cost you anything on paper appearance deals. Oh, it won't show me here. But basically, if they have a friend in the company, that friend will get very sad if they leave through firing. So, yep, that's what we've done. We have made some changes. So what I've done here, this is my spreadsheet. Yep, this is it. TEW has literally become a spreadsheet. Let's play Excel. No, I won't show this for too long, but this is the roster. This is the roster after tonight, because obviously there's a couple of guys working their final show, and we've created two brands. So there are certain people that are only going to work the Great Lakes shows, there are certain people that are only going to work the Mid-Atlantic shows. I'm going to keep the women only in the Great Lakes. I think that's a good way to do it. We're probably going to have 3 brands by the end of the series, where we'll be having lots of different types of wrestling, and the Great Lakes is probably going to just promote a lot of women's wrestling. So after this particular, I might actually record me booking the next Great Lakes show to show you what I'm going to do with it. I might extend it to 2 hours, get a women's title, so we'll have a women's title and we'll have the Great Lakes title over there. Mean Gene's probably going to drop the Great Lakes title in the next show. And what we're going to do is we have 10 people exclusively working Mid-Atlantic shows, 10 people exclusively working the Great Lakes shows, and those 20 people are going to be our permanent guys that we're keeping on the roster all year, most years, until they leave us. Then everyone who doesn't have a brand, we are going to be getting rid of in 3 months' time and bringing in 10 new people, and we will have 10 people working both brands, and they will rotate on a 3-month basis to try and bring some fresh blood in there and make sure nobody is stalled for momentum, because it happens with MAW and a lot of other smaller companies, is you get to the point where there's so many people on very low momentum because they just keep losing, they lose bad matches, things like that, and when they win, they're not very good matches. So we're just going to bring fresh blood in every couple of months. It's good for indie shows to do that, and we're going to see how this works. I've never really done it before, so yeah, it'll also give us a chance. The branding system also gives us a chance to keep our locker room morale high, because I fired a couple of the stinkers, but I've kept Fuyuku, Higa, and Hollywood Bret Star, and hopefully we can try and keep them apart for as much as possible. That way the locker room morale can be a little bit higher. But aside from that, let's get back into the show. This is a Mid-Atlantic show, of course. Cameron Vesey is working elsewhere. That's really disappointing, but oh well. And El Mitico Jr. is also working elsewhere tonight, which is kind of disappointing, but not that bad. Hollywood and Max Mayhem. Hollywood got into a fight. This is your last chance, Hollywood. I don't think that's going to affect him, actually. Yeah, he doesn't really give a shit. That's good. How am I doing on that? Well, hey, we now have motivational speeches. We're in September, October. Oh, we've got a big show next month, so I'm not going to do one for this show. I'll show you motivational speeches at Where It All Begins Again, which we have to book to today. So what was our storylines? This is a new recording session, if you can't tell by the whole spreadsheet that I've put together. So we have Mean Gene. Oh frick, it's Where It All Begins Again. Yeah, we're supposed to have a challenger. We're supposed to have a title change. Good lord. We're supposed to have a match between Findlay and Hollywood, which we're gonna do. Is there anybody on the roster right now in the Mid-Atlantic brand who is ready for to take the title off of Cammy? We're looking for Mid-Atlantic, please. Thank you. Okay, Cammy is the most popular guy, we know that. Regional star. Okay, so we've got Chance Fortune. Can he play heel? I don't think so. Oh, he can. Should we just put it on the big guy? The really over guy? Or should we give Marv Stadler a run with the belt? Marvelous Marv Stadler. He's old enough for it. Cammy is... I don't know. I don't know about putting the belt on a 34-year-old, you know. We only just brought him in too. It would kind of be a slap in the face to all the guys who've worked hard all year. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Chance is here to put on a few great matches and then job to the champion. That's exactly what he's here to do. Alright, speaking of putting on a few good matches and jobbing to the champion, I think we're going to put Chance Fortune in the match tonight. That he can win. So we won't put him against Mean Gene, who's going to win a number 1 contenders match. Where's Mean Gene? Oh yeah, he's in the upper mid card. We might just put the title on Mean Gene. Has he won it before? He probably has. Yeah, twice. So it wouldn't be fantastic to put the title on him a 3rd time. Especially at his age. But I could consider it. I could consider it as a transitional run. I don't think there's anybody... I mean, we could have a really short 3-month Mean Gene run into a For Sure run. I don't know if I want to do that, though. Anyway, Chance Fortune definitely needs a match tonight, though. Probably a face upper mid-carder. Who do I trust? I trust For Sure. Sure. No title match, obviously, because we don't want Fro losing it. Oh, wait, they're both... Damn it, I forgot. We didn't turn Chance Fortune heel, so that means we've got a fantastic selection to pick from. I don't really want Mean Gene losing. I don't really trust Hollywood. So I guess it's got to be Greg Gage, who can surely not put on a bad match, right? He's actually pretty over these days. Maybe Greg is ready, brother. We'll give him a run next year. What's his average rating here? Oh my god! That's excellent. That's excellent average rating to have. Chance goes over, though. Because he's more over. I think Chance has got good psychology. At least good enough, right? Yeah. What did I buy him for? Is it just because of his overness? I think so. He left... was it TCW you were at? Yes, and you're currently working for both us and, for some reason, SWF's developmental promotion, despite being 30-odd. I guess it makes... I mean, it's not totally unreasonable, but I still would not expect him to be working SWF right now. Mean Gene going over Findlay O'Faraday, that seems like a bad idea. But it kinda has to happen. I don't think Findlay's going to be very happy about it, and I don't really blame him. I think I'm shipping him off to the Great Lakes soon, aren't I? No, I'm keeping him over here. That seems like a mistake. I think I've run this way too many times recently. 59, I don't know if that's good enough. Do not know if that's good enough. I miss Stephen Parker. We could have put on tons of fantastic matches last frickin' year with him. This year, I mean, with him. Findlay's happy with it. It's good. It's only going to put on like a 50 or something. Sorry. Hopefully it puts on a C- at least. But it should be enough to carry us to a decent rating. So many people we got to fit on this show. This is why we're splitting up the brands too. Okay, we're going to have a big Future Endeavours Fatal 4-Way. Hill. Oh, no, it's not Hill. I keep thinking it's Hill. Citizen X, Cameron Jones, George Wolfe. In the Fatal 4-Way. Wow. Citizen X. Cameron Jones. Oh, I miss Cameron Jones. I had a lot of plans for him. He'll be back. All these guys will be back, I think. An upper mid-card face, like, who isn't booked. Ooh, none of these guys are. Like, For Sure. Yeah, this works. And we'll put the title on the line, too. 10 minutes. American title. Fro goes over Citizen X, because that's the biggest popularity gain I think you could get out of this. Script it. All out, decisive. Is there somebody with decent psychology in this match? There is. The only reason why I say that is because I want For Sure to keep improving in that area. He's getting there, man. He is getting there. There's a lot of these guys, actually, who are pretty good in that area. Alright. We've booked a lot of time for those top of the card matches. Obviously I want Dean Waldorf to keep, and North Stadler actually. In fact, the Ring Generals are probably booking tag team matches. I would be less inclined to do the brand split and cut down the roster as much as I have if we actually had well established, if we actually had a good tag division. Right, no tag title shot, but we are going to be building towards the Aces of Mayhem losing the titles, because they're only on a 3-month deal, or no, it's not 3 months. Sorry, when I talked in the beginning about rotating the the jobbers around every 3 months. It's actually 6 months. I might do 3 months, but I think 6 months is a better fit since we're not doing too many shows. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but Belle Brighton and Fuyuku Higa, good lord, I cannot pronounce her name at all, put on a wonderful 71 in the Great Lakes this month, which is insane. I'm not going to repeat it tonight. I might, but I'm probably not going to repeat it tonight. Actually, yeah, that's because Belle. Oh, did I say I signed Belle Brighton? Belle Brighton is a fantastic female worker who used to work for USPW, amongst other people, obviously, but USPW was her most recent big thing. She's old, but she's good, and she can start transferring those skills to the younger girls. And I think I tried to sign Raven Nightfall on camera, but I don't know if I tried to sign Cherry Bomb on camera. I actually signed Cherry Bomb, like straight up, like properly signed her, and to my chagrin, she is retired, so I had to let her go straight away, because, you know, I don't want a retired wrestler on the roster, even if she is good. I love Cherry Bomb. What did I want to do here? Huh. Oh, I wanted to check Hellcat Hernandez is popular. No, I wanted to show you guys Belle Brighton's overness, because, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I signed her. She's super over. So, also, like, she's going to be winning a lot, but if she does decide to lose at any point, that'll help transfer her overness to the rest of the roster, which I guess... the only, like, reservations I have about this brand split is the people, like, people that are only working in that one area are only going to get over in the Great Lakes, like, and that worries me, because they won't... I don't know, it's fine, because I'm basically running 2 companies at this point, but it just bothers me that they won't make any progress, but they will. They'll get better in the ring. There's a lot of progress they'll make, despite that fact. Casey Glenn is here tonight, am I right? Yeah, it's Cameron and El Mitico that are missing, so I don't know why we haven't booked him yet. He should be, like, first on the booking list. Also, Cheetah Boy. Casey Glenn, I don't know if you call this canon, but I'd call this canon. His, like, in database, first ever match in MAW was... Sorry, in the 2014 database, Casey Glenn's first ever match in MAW is canon, a match against... a match against Cheetah Boy, and it's like a 30-minute time limit draw or something. I remember that being a thing, so that's kind of cool. I think Casey probably worked heel, because Casey's a better heel than Cheetah Boy is, I think. What am I looking for here? Architect Psychology. Yeah, I don't know if that's good enough. Casey's is excellent, though. Surely he'll be able to carry him. It's only an undercard match. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, because we want Casey getting over, but it doesn't really matter. And I am going to book Cheetah Boy. Out of all those guys that weren't booked right there, I think he's the better one to book. As you can see, momentum is just in the toilet. We should, yeah, getting new people in is definitely going to be a breath of fresh air for this promotion, I think. But of course, we're not going to be bringing anybody new in right now. It's in, like, because right now we're just getting the roster down to the correct size. In 6 months, we'll start bringing in some new people to replace the guys we've got on 6-month contracts. Okay, Cami Vessi is not here tonight. Hollywood Brett Starr, please, on Findlay O'Faraday, because those two are having their big-ass match next month. Findlay is jobbing tonight, which is going to hurt him, which means I don't know if... Because what I was planning on doing is that little... the match next month was meant to be like a gut check for those two to see if they could make it one last time on the... Well, for Findlay it's one last time, and for Hollywood it's for the second time on the grand stage, as it were. Alright, we only got time for 2 angles tonight. That's great. They've both got to be 4 minutes, which is great, because Findlay won't improve from these angles, but Hollywood will. We are in the same arena as usual, and I believe it will be a sellout. Let's go! Oh shit, that dropped. I'm surprised. That's a good rating. These two... Belle Brighton is carrying this division heavily. That's good to see. That'll be good to see, because that'll transition over to the Great Lakes shows, and it'll start to become an attraction for these shows. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. That's really not Cheetah Boy. Deuce Deadline is not a fantastic worker, but he certainly is not a bad worker. That is okay. That is very okay. Oh yeah, I don't know if I said this, but Chloe Dean, I had the good locker room influence. Chloe Dean, I had her manage Casey Glenn, and they apparently have great chemistry, which is really good to see. This is okay. Yep, that's fine. This is surprisingly good. This like I don't like to see this out of 3 workers that are leaving the company tomorrow. Hollywood, reppin'. Well done, Hollywood. Nice work, my son. That is a good rating. Even though you're leaving the company in 6 months, it's still a good rating. I still like you. Wow. Nah, I'm not really that surprised. This is a great match between 2 great performers. The main event is going to come nowhere near it. In fact, I probably should have switched the 2 around. Oh well. Finley's promo is worse than Hollywood's. How many times has that happened in this series? And the main event's a C-, which is fine. Because the show's a C. That's cool. Alright then. Hollywood gets some actually deserved praise this week. Brent Hill, who wasn't even on the show. Bell Brighton is given a hug, because I like the idea of hugging Bell Brighton. And Chance Fortune is pointed out as a good example, because that was a really good debut for him. A debut on this show, obviously. The reason why he already had momentum is because he had already debuted on the Great Lakes show this month. So yeah. That's cool. And we just fired Ernest Fordyth, whom's last client. He seems like the kind of guy to manage El Mítico. Unfortunately, he's a heel. So who are we going to put him on? I don't know if that's such a bad idea. Let's check. He's very happy for once. Let us check the almighty Ernest Fordyth, whom with Hollywood Brett Starr, and try and create like a Paul Heyman CM Punk dynamic. See if that works. So we got 3 guys leaving the company. Casey Glenn's feeling the rigors of it all. That's fine. We should now have 30 men, 30 active wrestlers in the company. Let's see if the ideal roster tells me such a thing. Whoop whoop! 30 active wrestlers. Great. That's exactly what we want. If you want to see the 30 active wrestlers with a little bit more detail, there it is. We have kind of balanced out the face-heel dynamic. It's one-off, but also the women's division is one-off, which, you know, makes me think I shouldn't really screw with it. Let's see, if we took out, there are 4 faces in the women's division, which gets us down to 12, and there are 3 heels. So it is, we've got 1 extra face than a heel. Yeah, that's true. Wait, no, that can't be right. We have 3, yeah. Yeah, so excluding the women's division, we still have 1 extra face. That's weird, but because there's 1 extra face in the women's division. What? That makes no sense to me. If you exclude the women's division, which is where the imbalance comes from, surely there wouldn't be an imbalance. That's weird. Anyway, we should probably hire 2 new heels just to mess with my OCD. Anyway, what did I want to talk? Oh yes, what we're gonna do, because what this brand thing also does. If you see here, this is Great Lakes. This Ripcord Invitational is going to be Mid-Atlantic, and I'll go through and I'll try and I'll set all of these up. The reason why I have to set all these up to Mid-Atlantic and I can't just leave them as normal is because if for one reason, if I set it as in Atlantic, I can't use anybody from the Great Lakes, which is just better organization-wise. But also, if I set all these up as Mid-Atlantic, the people who are on the Great Lakes brand will not complain. Yeah, not complain when they don't get booked for a show. So, a show that's not on their brand. So that's really why I'm doing it. Yeah, and it's the same the other way around too. So that basically, this is like, there's a bunch of reasons why I did this, but one of the main reasons why I did this is so that I don't have to book all my big stars in the Great Lakes show, because I feel like it's useless. But yeah, I think this is an interesting change. Like I said, I'm going to be trying everyone who leaves the company now. Maybe not all the ones that just left, but everyone that leaves the company like in the future who are on those 6-month deals. I will be most certainly putting them on a short list, because you can do that. I'll show you how to do that in a second. I didn't think I'd do all this on screen, but I'm almost done now, so let's just do it on screen. Like, if you go here, I don't have anyone on my shortlist right now, but you can add people to shortlist, and it's actually a really good thing to do if you're an indie company, is to go to, like, SWF, for example, who are like the WWE in this game, if I haven't mentioned already. Just go to all their roster and just shortlist all. So that means every time someone in SWF's about to get released, you'll get a notification about that. But I actually don't want that, I just realized. Can I remove all? Yeah, because what I want to do is I want to shortlist everyone who leaves the company. That way, once they've had 6 months outside the company, or a year, or however long it takes them to, like, heal, they'll, heal a relationship, I mean, I can hire them back. So, you know, it's just a break, you know. I don't intend to, like, anyone who leaves the company on that kind of thing, I'm working. It won't be permanent, it's just a temporary thing. It's also come to my attention that maybe running the second show in different regions is probably a little premature. The reason is that you reach certain spillover points at certain points. So if I were to get like C-, then this might go up a little further just from spillover. I don't know, it might be too early to start running those events, but I still want to do it. I don't know if it's going to work. The series isn't entirely tutorials, so don't do everything I do. But yeah, I'm just sharing some experiences with you guys on MAW. I still want to move, because I hate working indies in the USA. It's so difficult, because look at how many regions there are. It's, if I was in Mexico right now, we'd probably have a TV show. Like, I'm not even joking, we probably would. At least we'd be close to getting a TV show. And look, Ollie have one. That's just, I wanted to go to Ollie. I'm still bitter that we didn't get to go to Ollie, because they have a TV show. And that bothers me heavily, because I should have that TV show. Where's their size? See, look, they're, I mean, it's just easier when you've got 3 regions and you're kind of the most dominant indie company there, but still. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Tell me what you think about the brand split, although I'm recording this the day that the Super Showdown 2013 came out. So I'm over a year ahead in recording than I am uploading. So your feedback might not be taken on board, but please leave it. And if I see it in time, I will definitely take it on board. So, and I also really enjoy leaving the comments as well. And I'm enjoying this series. Is one of my favorites to read the comments on so far, because people have been very active. So I thank you for that. If you are one of the commenters. Anyway, thank you for watching. As usual, check out the rest of the series. Subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a thumbs up. It really helps me out. I will see you guys next time. Probably for FanFest Monthly 5, but if not, where it all begins again, the blow-off pay-per-view, where we're going to have Mean Gene versus Cammy Vesey in our main event. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.